Hey, what's up folks? Welcome back to the channel. I hope you're all doing absolutely fantastic. We've got a pretty interesting video to react to today, and that is the 25 beautiful places in the United States of America that you have to visit today. Now this video is very relevant to my current situation. As some of you might know, I plan to visit the United States for the first time at the end of this current year or beginning of 2025. So I definitely want to get an idea of which places to visit. So yes, without further delay, let's just get right into it.
Oh, beautiful for spacious skies, for amber waves of grain.
We all know this one.
For purple mountain majesties above the fruited plain.
Catherine Lee Bates, America the Beautiful, is an anthem written by the famous poet
Catherine Lee Bates, America the Beautiful.
Yep.
Here are 25 beautiful places in the United States you need to visit today.
This should be interesting, guys. Can't wait for this. Let's see this.
25. Skagit Valley, Washington.
Nice.
During the month of April, you'll be in for a treat, as that's when the tulips bloom. 24. Napali Coast, Hawaii. Inaccessible by car, you'll have to take the Kalalau Trail to explore this remote coastline. 23. Lake Tahoe, California.
Okay, this looks absolutely stunning. Oh my goodness. Okay. So those in the United States that have visited many lakes before, can you please let me know in the comments some of the best lakes that you've been to? For some reason, I just love the picturesque view of, a very blue lake, and doing some hikes around those regions would definitely interest me. So this one has caught my eye for sure, but if you have any other recommendations, I definitely, would appreciate that.
California and Nevada.
Wow.
This is the largest alpine lake in North America.
Beautiful.
22. Grand Prismatic Spring, Wyoming.
Is it a hot spring?
Grand Prismatic is the largest hot spring in the US and third largest on Earth. 21.
I've never been to a hot spring in my life, so I'm very, very unfamiliar with it. So it could be a unique experience, no doubt.
Northern Lights, Alaska.
Okay,
Only in the United States
wow.
can you go from the jungles of Puerto Rico all the way to the glimmering northern lights of Alaska.
That is beautiful.
20. Yosemite Valley, California. This glacial valley is a popular spot for photographers and tourists alike. 19. Horseshoe Bend, Arizona.
That looks cool.
Offering an amazing view of the Colorado River, it's easy to see where the name comes from. 18.
Do you know what I love about the United States is that it's got so many different types of terrains depending on where you are in the country. We've seen the tulip fields, the Great Plains. We've seen, the rivers, the lakes. We've seen these mountainous regions. We saw those hot springs. It's definitely not a one-size-fits-all. There's so much to see and to do. I don't think it's possible to see everything. It's fairly disappointing. I'll probably be in the United States for about 2 to 3 weeks max, so I'll have to try and fit in as much as I can.
Badlands National Park, South Dakota.
It also just looks stunning.
Famous for its red and orange colors, nearly 1 million visitors come here annually.
That's crazy.
17. Haiku Stairs, Hawaii. Technically closed to the public, the Stairway to Heaven is still climbed by thousands of people every year. 16.
That looks
Glacier
amazing.
National Park,
oh my
Montana.
Goodness. Oh my goodness.
Aptly named, this vast ecosystem is found in one of the most remote parts of the continental United States. 15.
I'm so sold,
Golden
man.
Gate Bridge, San Francisco.
Oh yeah, we know about this.
There are few things more incredible than seeing one of the largest bridges in the world emerging out of the early morning fog. 14. Grand Canyon, Arizona. Without a doubt, you probably already knew this would be on the list.
Right.
13.
So those that have been to the Grand Canyon, can you somehow describe to me what it feels like to actually see that in the flesh? I definitely would be interested to know. Would you recommend me going there during my 2 to 3 week stay? Because I can't get through everything, but I've heard so many great things about the Grand Canyon.
Thor's Hammer, Utah. Found in Bryce Canyon National Park, Thor's Hammer is something called a hoodoo, or a tall thin spire of rock. 12. Devil's Tower, Wyoming.
Well, that is crazy.
This was the first official United States national monument. It was established on September 24, 1906 by President Theodore Roosevelt. 11. Palouse Falls, Washington.
Wow, that is
Almost
beautiful.
destroyed in 1984 by the proposed construction of a dam, the natural beauty of the falls ended up being preserved in the end.
Stunning, stunning.
Sequoia National Park, California. Known for its huge trees, the General Sherman tree is one of the largest in the world and is believed to be 2,500 years old. 9.
So I see a lot of these places listed here are in the California region. And so it makes me think where I should start, and end my trip, because I don't simply only want to hang around, the coastal regions. I want to, head centrally as well, do quite a big road trip. So this list I thought would help me in my decision making, but it's actually making it very, very tough indeed. What do I like better? Should I spend more time on the coast or should I go centrally? Oof. Guys, this is going to be difficult.
Thor's Well, Oregon. Thor seems to be making a lot of appearances on this list.
Right.
Driven by the ocean tides, the best time to see this saltwater fountain in action is just before or after high tide. 8. Niagara Falls, New York. Actually, 3 separate falls combined into one, Niagara Falls has the highest flow rate of any waterfall in the world.
Wow, that's crazy. We all
7.
heard of Niagara Falls.
Smoky Mountains, North Carolina. A part of the Appalachian Mountains, the Smoky Mountains are the most visited national park in the United States.
Like this.
6. Hamilton Pool, Texas. Found on the outskirts of Austin, Texas, this pool is a popular tourist spot in the summer. 5. Zion National.
So before we continue, it's always been one of my dreams to visit Texas. I don't know why I've always had this affiliation to the state of Texas, despite never being there. So I want to add that, to the trip if possible. So maybe that last location is something worth visiting.
National Park, Utah.
Another Utah one.
Highlighted by the half-mile deep Zion Canyon, this park is a popular destination for adventure seekers and nature enthusiasts alike.
So I'm seeing a familiar trend. It seems with Utah, there's definitely a lot of places for adventure seekers and hikers and those that enjoy, the outdoor mountainous terrains. So possibly at the same time, I've been on so many, hiking and mountainous trips, in South Africa. So I'm not sure if I should conquer that in my first trip to the United States, but we'll have to see.
4. Maroon Bells, Colorado. Twin peaks
beautiful.
Found in the Colorado Rockies. These mountains are best admired from a distance, as they are sometimes known as the Deadly Bells, due to the danger of climbing them. 3. Antelope Canyon, Arizona.
Wow.
An incredibly picturesque slot canyon. It consists of 2 sections named the Crack and the Corkscrew.
Doesn't even look real, it's so beautiful.
Waipio Valley, Hawaii.
That looks lush.
Meaning curved water in the local language. The only way into this valley is via one of the steepest roads in the US, and it's only open to 4-wheel drive vehicles. 1. Grand Teton National Park, Wyoming.
A lot of Wyoming.
Reminiscent of the Alps, Grand Teton National Park is a popular spot for hiking and mountaineering.
Beautiful.
Enjoying our lists?
Okay, folks, that is it. Those are the 25 places that you need to visit today in the United States of America. I was hoping this list would narrow it down for me, but there's just so many amazing options. So in South Africa, we've got a lot of beaches. I lived on the coast. I also went on many mountainous trips. So I feel like I'm more leaning to going on trips where there's a lot of great lakes. I've always been so jealous of the wonderful lakes the United States has to offer, but there's so many great terrains to visit. Also just want to experience the lifestyle a little bit in places, such as Texas and maybe even a bit of New York City. I don't know if I would ever spend too much time in New York City, but maybe just a couple of days in order to just catch what all the fuss is about. I've never been to such a major city in my life. My hometown is very, very futile as far as size in compared to a place like New York. So yeah, it's going to be tough to decide, but if you guys have any recommendations of what my trip should look like, or if you have any other places I should consider outside of the 25 that were listed here, I'd definitely be interested in your opinions. Your guys' opinions in the comments are always so valued. I just love reading them all. But folks, that is all I have for you today. If you enjoyed this video or found it interesting, please remember to like the video and subscribe to the channel. I highly appreciate it. But until next time, I hope you have the absolute best week possible. I'll see you when I see you. Cheers.